Cregan is making the changes. John Troy is going full forward and Joe Erty out centre half forward.
Liam Dunn with the free. Up towards Gary Laffin. Can't gather it cleanly. Eamon Scallon is there. Somebody called for it. Happened to be an Offaly man. Down towards Joe Dooley. Delightful striker of the slither he is. Up towards John Troy. Knocked away by Johnny Dooley. Billy Dooley. There's a chance here. Damien Fitzhenry. Somehow he manages to scramble it out. But in fairness, Billy Dooley didn't hit it correctly at all, unusually.
But I think Sean Flood deserves the credit when we see it again.
Let's keep going, Nicky. Jerkush. The clearance is not a good one. Johnny Pilkington puts it over the bar. And yet again, the sides are level. It's one end of the field to the other. But surely Offaly should have had a goal. Billy Dooley had only Damien Fitzhenry to beat.
The two Dooleys were going for it. Billy picks it up. And I think it was just Sean Flood just might have got the slightest hook and he did too and broke the...
You're dead right, Nicky. So Sean Flood, you get our congratulations. Because that looked to be a certain goal. Pulled on again by Declan Pilkington. Jerkush beating John Troy and getting the free from John Troy. John Troy maintains to the referee that he was being pulled, his jersey was being pulled.
I think it's an indication of the concern in the Offaly attack. Johnny Dooley has switched places with Declan Pilkington. Johnny gone left corner and Decky Pilkington gone right half. So I think Offaly are somewhat concerned with their attack at the minute. Wexford seems to have got to grips with them.
The great Offaly forward line. Already they're conceding a little bit of defeat. Eamon Cregan has called John Troy to the goalposts. And he's having a quiet word with him now. They've broken up, obviously trying to tell him how to beat Jerkush. Fitzhenry with the free. Eamon Scallon knocking it down for Gary Laffin. Just went away from him. Now he has it. Kevin Keenan trying to keep him out. And the referee has blown his whistle and he's given a free this time to Offaly for taking too many steps. It is interesting though, Nicky, that you now have Johnny Dooley playing at corner forward and Declan Pilkington out in the wing. That's
very
most unusual.
Two of the Offaly half forwards are now in the full forward line. I don't think we expected that to happen, well, in the first half anyway. Maybe in the second half if people wanted to get a little rest in that. But
Eamon Cregan is a bit annoyed with his forwards as Kevin Keenan sends the ball up to them again. Pulled on by Liam Dunn, and it's a good pull. Rolls all the way down towards Martin Hannamy. Eamon Scallon sending in ball for Liam Coughlin, and that's a very high challenge from Gary Laffin, and the referee has given the free to the Offaly goalkeeper. And he could well be having a word with the Wexford full forwards, and it's just a word.
I don't think it was too serious, but
no.
I think Wexford will just have to get somebody closer to the goal. If they're going to wander out, they've got to leave somebody close enough to the goal.
Oh, an easy ball for Joe Dooley, being held by Rod Guiney to brother Johnny, and that is gone to the left and right. Up in the new Cusick stand is Diarmuid Healy, who is now playing a more prominent role with Offaly this season, beside his good friend Garda Eamon Doyle there with the cap. Martin Storey, who gets a knock on the head from Hubert Rigney, falls nicely for Larry O'Gorman to Tom Dempsey, a shot which goes over the bar. Tom Dempsey's first point of the Leinster final, made and created by Larry O'Gorman. Wexford 1-9, Offaly 1-8. Bishop Brendan Comiskey there, second left to the very front row, must be pleased to see Wexford doing so well in this first half. And Wexford have it once more. Martin Storey fouled. The captain is enjoying his role at centre-half forward, it must be said.
Yes, he's playing particularly well at the moment, but can Wexford keep it up now? That's the big question, because Offaly are just not going and firing on all cylinders at the moment. But then, knowing Offaly as we all do, they're likely to come back.
Eamon Scallon with the fray. It's a little bit further out, and it just swings to the left. Wexford still lead as we approach that half-time whistle. Just about 40 seconds left in actual playing time. Another great puck out by Liam Coughlin. Liam Dunn getting a hurley to it. Eamon Scallon. Oh, well hooked by Johnny Pilkington. Comes to Adrian Fenlon. Sends it up again towards Gary Laffin. Runs on. Here's a chance. Wexford's Rory McCarthy. Here's Tom Dempsey to his left. Rory! And he puts it over the bar. But it should have been a goal. And he should have passed it to Tom Dempsey.
Oh, I think an excellent chance of a goal there. I think if Rory was going to shoot himself, he could even have gone another yard or two, but Tom Dempsey was crying for that ball.
Martin Hanemy is the man that's down injured, being picked up there by his captain Shane McGuckin. But Rory McCarthy will be satisfied with his 3rd point and Wexford's 2-point advantage, but it should have been really a pass to Tom Dempsey. This is the incident again.
Rory McCarthy got in behind Martin Hanemy here, and Martin just couldn't keep up on him. But off camera there now at the moment, Tom Dempsey is just waiting, crying for the ball. He's just right of the camera there now, and an excellent chance there.
In fact, it was the collision, Nicky, between Martin Hanemy and Shane McGuckin that caused the injury. But yes, I agree, Tom Dempsey was waiting for it. Great atmosphere in Croke Park. Picked up by Declan Pilkington. Sean Flood chasing, harassing, hooking. Over towards Joe Dooley. Pulled on. Oh, superb by Johnny Pilkington. His 2nd of the afternoon. Wexford lead by just 1 point as we sneak into injury time. A most enjoyable and most entertaining first half. Puck out by Fitzhenry, lands into the hands of Larry O'Gorman. For Rory McCarthy's last point there just before half-time gives them the 1-point advantage despite Billy Dooley's goal and a point in the first half. At half-time, Wexford lead by 1 goal and 10 points to Offaly's 1 goal and 9. Hurler Ray O'Gorman there, Willie O'Gorman, and must be a little bit worried at this stage about the regular Offaly 15 that we see. Not that Dahi is not a regular, but obviously they intend to exert pressure at midfield by bringing O'Regan in. Aidan McSwibna, I think, wants the players. It's not waltzing Matilda by any stretch of the imagination, but Dahi is making his presence felt, and Larry is taking none of it. Finally, things are underway. Shane McGuckin giving a loose ball to Martin Storey. He salutes the Wexford crowd with a clenched fist. He does it again for the camera, and Wexford starts the way they finished. 2 points between the teams. That's exactly what Wexford needed, Nicky.
Absolutely, a great score from Martin Storey.
Stalemate at midfield. Hubert Rigney, I think the linesman is indicating that it's going to be, he thought it was going to be a hot ball, and in fact the decision is to Offaly. Kevin Martin from Tullamore. Larry O'Gorman from Fay Harriers. Kevin Keenan's hurley being held by Gary Laffin, but the referee allowed the advantage wisely. Liam Dunn. Good centre-back play. Knocked down for Rory McCarthy, knocked away by Kevin Martin. Loose ball comes to Adrian Fenlon. And Fenlon is scooping it sufficiently enough, not quite. Liam Coughlin. Not a good clearance. Comes to Larry Murphy, who finishes the job second time round. Larry Murphy gets his first point of the Leinster final, and Wexford are certainly intent on meaning business. As I said when you joined us at the first time from Páirc Uí Chaoimh, the atmosphere around Croke Park on all approach roads was unquestionably Wexford, Wexford, Wexford. And you get the feeling that it's not going to be the team's fault this time if they fail. Determination etched on Larry Murphy's face. Etched on some wonderful point taking by Larry Murphy from Clobon. Tears in the eyes of a Wexford man already. I warn you, Wexford, it's a long, long way to go.
An excellent point there for Larry Murphy. Won a ball and broke through Kevin Martin. Also has Brian Whelan going backwards, but an excellent run. And again, what he wasn't doing in the first half, getting it, having a look up and having a pot at goal. And an excellent point by Larry.
Martin Storey is the man that's down injured. He had flu all week, which was kept out of the newspapers rather wisely perhaps by Wexford officials. But at this stage he seems to be in a spot of bother with an ankle problem. And his absence, if he had to withdraw, would be a major blow. The Wexford bench taking in the sunshine, but you can see the tension on their faces. Martin Storey trying to put the boot back on. They're introducing perhaps Paul Finn from Ollart the Bala. He's the man who's running up and down the sideline, while Martin Storey is getting attention. The captain is putting back on the sock. But thinking about warming up George O'Connor as well, as the new stand looks beautiful in the blue skies. That's Croke Park 1996. George has put the helmet on. You can see that both hands indeed are heavily strapped. But if he's brought in again psychologically, being brought in, it could be an inspirational decision. Larry almost blessing Martin Storey to stay on. Just the eyes say it all as Storey gets back to his feet, limping and must be said severely. Can he continue? The loose ball, the breaking ball to John Troy. Oh, lovely ball inside to Joe Dooley. Giving it inside to Michael Dignan. He can reach it. What a lovely pass though from John Troy to Joe Dooley. Liam Griffin has certainly done a good job so far. The psychological state of Wexford minds must have been helped, and I know that league and championship are so different, but the fact that Wexford did beat Offaly in the league for the first time in many years must have helped. Martin Storey sending a ball in to Liam Coughlin. Sends it straight back down towards Johnny Dooley. Larry O'Gorman. And Offaly are in trouble in this early stages of this second half. Pulled on, half blocked. Again Wexford have it. Again Adrian Fenlon sends it in to Gary Laffin. Nice turn. First time beating Kevin Keenahan. Good run by Laffin. Can he connect? He can't. And that's wide. But Offaly defenders had to come to the assistance of Kevin Keenahan. That was a close call. Well pulled on. Liam Dunn going back to gather it. It gets there ahead of Billy Dooley. Jarkush. Spot of bother here. Liam Dunn comes in to help him once more. Up towards Tom Dempsey and Shane McGuckian. Scooping it up. Almost shovel-like is Larry Murphy, who sends a ball straight over the crossbar. What a score. What a point. What a man. Larry Murphy. By God, they mean business in Croke Park, these Wexford lads. The Leinster champions are in deep, deep trouble, and I know it's very early. 6.5 minutes gone. Wexford lead by that scoreline. Adrian Fenlon. It's 19 years since they won the Leinster title. But Offaly are the masters of coming back. Limerick, the new Munster champions, remember it from 2 years ago. Storey, the captain leading by example. Where's the ankle injury now? Comes Damon Scallon, who drives it wide. If Wexford lose this, Nicky, they'll be killing themselves.
Absolutely, you don't get simpler chances than that, and Eamon knows. He knew the minute he hit it, it was all wrong.
Breaking ball, Dahi Regan. Big Dahi trying to swing. Larry holding on to him. So too is Sean Flood, getting a touch to it down towards Adrian Fenlon. Lovely hurling. Good man. Down to Gary Laffin. Trying to get away from Kevin Keenahan. Laffin twice beating Keenan in a matter of minutes. It's a terrible pass, Gary. Hubert Rigney. Good defending by Offaly. Down to Johnny Pilkington. The Leinster champions will respond. They're Offaly. They're the faithful county, remember. And away goes Johnny. Nobody from Wexford can catch him. Sends in a ball to Damien Fitzhenry. Sends it back up towards Brian Whelan and Martin Storey. Was half suspicious that Whelan was waiting for it. Liam Dunn can't reach it. Michael Dignan putting it across to Rod Guiney. Rod going back to scoop it up once more. Out towards Johnny Dooley, and there's a point for the taking. His third of the Leinster final. Offaly responds like champions. And thanks be to God, there's only 8 minutes gone in the second half. 114 to 110. The hurling men of Ireland are proving what a fantastic game this is. They did it in Limerick, they did it in Tipperary, they did it in Clare last year, but today it's Wexford and Offaly.
It's a powerful game. It's really getting good now. Offaly are not gone, and here's a great chance.
Gary Laffin is straight through. Save by Liam Coughlin. Oh, what a save by Liam Coughlin. But his clearance is not a good one, and he gets it again. It's an emotional, it's a tense afternoon in Croke Park. It's a great day for hurling. The ball is sent back in again. Grabbed by Martin Storey. Can he get a shot? Brilliantly blocked down by Martin Hannamy, who bravely put his face, head, arms and legs in front of it. Gary Laffin. Kevin Keenahan getting it out for his Johnny Dooley. Sending it way down the field. Up towards Kitar Kush, knocked away by Rod Guiney. Trying to scoop it away from Joe Dooley. And it's Guiney that comes away with it. The Wexford lads are playing inspired. Down towards Brian Whelan. Switches to the other side and swings it across. A race for Adrian Fenlon. It falls nicely, however, for Johnny Pilkington. You're playing that way, Johnny. To Joe Dooley. Inside is Michael Dignan. Dooley takes his points. The Offaly lads are inspired at the moment, but they're coolly and calmly taking their points. 3 points between the teams. Down at the other end, this was a really brilliant save by Liam Coughlin.
Adrian Fenlon drives the ball in, missed by Kevin Keenan. Actually, Gary Laffin even at times to rise the ball there, but a good save by Liam Coughlin, and he just might very well have kept his team in the game.
And it's Wexford once more. Adrian Fenlon hooked without a hurley. Picked up by Larry O'Gorman. Passing it on inside to Tom Gibbsy, who gets there ahead of Kevin Keenan. They need a cross. They have the cross, but Martin Hannamy saves it once more. Back out to Larry O'Gorman. Larry sends it high, and it's dropping over the bar. It was worth the wait, Larry O'Gorman. It was worth the wait. If they thought there was only hurling in Munster, Leinster have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that there are great hurling men in this province. RTE Television Sport, delighted to bring you live one of the greatest games in the world. The Munster Hurling Final live, the Leinster Hurling Final live. And dare I say it, We could almost pray for a draw. I don't think Wexford will pray for it, but we just might. Down towards Tom Dempsey. Shane McGuckie, the captain, living in Wexford, a vet in Wexford, and he won't certainly want to lose to John Troy. Lovely skill, hand passing it outside. Chance here for Offaly, and they've got another point. Billy Dooley gets his second point. 1-2 for Billy. Well, what a creator, this man. What a genius, John Troy. What vision.
Excellent. Again, typically John Troy picked it up, very skillful, gets in around Liam Dunn, and had the vision to pick out Billy Dooley. Wasn't even watching Billy Dooley, but they knew what was going to happen.
Billy Dooley, the hero, as the scoreline reads 115 to 112. Offaly come once more. Joe Erity. Michael Duggan is calling for it outside. Erity getting inside to a push. Goal here. Oh, what a save! What a save! Back out again. Offaly keep it on the pressure. Johnny Dooley has to go for a point. But my word, what a save by Damien Fitzhenry. Well, Wexford were complaining when they changed their goalkeepers after the league semi-final. But Liam Griffin, what a save.
Joe Erity gets the ball here, gets in around Ger Cushion. I think Ger is certainly, he has been booked for that particular pull, but excellent save by Mark Fitzhenry.
This might just be the Leinster final, but you can hardly hear yourself here at Croke Park. Brilliantly caught by Martin Storey. Hubert Rigney is down. Storey hooked. Giving it, knocked away by Martin Hannamy. Dahi Regan blocked again by Rory McCarthy. Again Regan. Martin Hannamy. Lovely cheeky play by Dahi Regan. And Hannamy executes the clearance. John Troy down to Liam Dunn. Sending it back down the field. Kevin Martin underneath it. Dahi holds it in the midriff and sends it up towards Joe Dooley and Rod Guiney. Rod Guiney not lying in it, not pulling on it. Yes, he is pulling on it. There's a hurling on. It's still there. Who has it? Larry O'Gorman. The two Larrys combining nicely here. Getting away from Hubert. Oh, brilliantly hooked by Hubert Rigney when it looked as if he was beaten. Larry. Away he goes again. Belted by Hubert Rigney. Challenged by another Offaly defender. Hannamy. Inside in the thick of it, so too is Martin Storey, and Brian Whelehan gets the free. As a commentator, I'm glad that Aidan McSwigna has given a free, because I can take a breather.
Absolutely. It's enthralling hurling. Both teams are so committed. Tis unbelievable. It's a wonderful game, and at this stage, Wexford may be winning by 2 points, but it's a difficult one to call even at this stage.
Kevin Martin from Tullamore getting some attention. He just picked up an injury there in his forehead. In the background, Pat Murphy giving a few new hurleys as Liam Griffin comes on. And Joe Dooley obviously picked up an injury as well. He was seeking attention when there was a break in play. Seems to be a knee problem. Joe in a certain amount of trouble there, so too is still Kevin Martin. And the breather and the break is worth it for everybody concerned, including the spectators. 115 to 113. And going back up to his position is Dermot Healy. He came down to the dugout to advise the Offaly selectors what to do. And this is an interesting move, and it's something that should be done in terms of the future, Nicky.
Well, obviously he can see the game much better up there than perhaps the guys at ground level can. So he spotted something that I'm sure the lads didn't see.
Back to the action. Excellent play by Larry O'Gorman. Up towards Gary Laffin. Picked up by Tom Dempsey. Turns the other way and takes his points. The bank manager from Enniscorthy, native of Kilmuckridge, scores his second point of the Leinster final. And Wexford lead again by 3 points. Eamon Cregan looking very perturbed. And to be honest with you, he has every reason to be, but it's a long, long way. I know I keep saying it, but it's with Offaly, you've never won, you've never beaten them until that final whistle. Rory McCarthy, one of the great successes of Wexford. He came here, indeed, and played with Cumming and Munstall as a young lad for Wexford, and he's back down at Leinster final. And Rod Guiney and Joe Dooley, both of them combined, and you can see blood oozing out of Joe Dooley's head there. It was a straight clash, and unfortunately Joe Dooley came out the worst of it. Joe Dooley is certainly suffering there. This is the incident coming up now as Joe Dooley and Rod Guiney both combined with hurleys, and you can see there the hurley hitting both their heads, but Joe coming out the worst. And Joe Dooley looks to be in trouble. The first aid man is calling for a little bit more help. And I think Joe Dooley will require some stitches. Pat O'Connor, as you can see now, is being told to take off the top of his tracksuit and get warmed up. And Joe Dooley's departure will be a severe blow to their prospects because he was playing so well. This is the incident again from a different angle. Joe Dooley and Rod Guiney combining there, and you can see the hurley coming down. Just before that, it caught him on the top of the head. And Joe Dooley still on the ground, and that's going to require quite a large number of stitches, I think. The helmets, certainly, this would again go back to Gary Kirby's injury the last day, went down in Park na Gael when he picked up a head injury, and unfortunately Joe Dooley there. That's what it's all about, really. See young lads watching the hurling in Croke Park, but they're really another case for helmets being worn, Nick.
Well, absolutely. I think it was an unfortunate incident. I think, in fairness to Rod Guiney, both of them pulled on the ball, and he just got the end of Rod's hurl. It was a sheer accident, and